Do you need GST or a trademark or a factory license to sell candles from home? Let's clear this confusion today. In this video, I am going to break down the exact step-by-step basic requirements you need to start selling your candles from home. Now, candle industry is probably not the most regulated industry in our country, just as many other industries are. So there is a lot of confusion, and there are a lot of different answers that we receive from different sources. But I am going to share with you exactly what has worked for me and what has been working for my students over time. For those of you who are new here, I'm Meenal. I'm the co-founder of Varali Workshops, and I have been a professional candle maker and a business coach for over 25 years. During this time, I have coached thousands of students, and many of whom have started their successful candle brands today. I have also grown my own personal candle brand, and with that experience, I have come here today to share what has worked with me with you. And I hope that my video clears all the doubts and fears that you may have that may be stopping you from starting your own business. Right? So let's get straight into it. The first thing after we decide to start a business is obviously what are we going to call our business, which is the brand name. So choose a unique brand name for your business, because that is the name that you're going to be known by. That is going to be your identity for maybe years and years to come. Having said that, it is advisable to do an online search on the trademark portal to check if that name is already registered. Now, after you decide your brand name, according to me, the next best thing that you can ever do for your business is book a domain name. I feel that having a domain name is very important, because in future you may decide to start selling online. Registering for a domain name does not really cost that much. The next step would be to create your identity on the social media platforms. Your YouTube channel, Instagram handle, Facebook profile, and any other social media platforms that you decide to sell on. Try to have a unique name, a similar name, so that becomes your identity wherever, whichever platform people see you from. Once that is taken care of, the next best thing that you can do is business registration. Please don't get flustered by the word registration or register and all of that. You can start with sole proprietorship, which is the simplest form of business. Here, once again, I would like to recommend something that I always do to my students, and that is get yourself registered on the Udyam Aadhar portal. Now, Udyam Aadhar or MSME is a government certification that government gives to micro, small and medium enterprises. This is not a compulsory thing, or it is not something that you have to have, but it is a good to have certification, because that opens avenues for a lot of government rebates and loans that you may require in future, and especially what our government is doing for women entrepreneurs today. MSME will also help you in opening your current account. The next important thing is open a current account in the bank with your brand name. Now, opening a current account for a proprietorship company also is a very simple process. You do not need too much documentation either for that. All that is needed is the personal PAN card and the personal Aadhar card for the person in whose name this company is. Another very important thing what a current account does to your company is that it gives you credibility, especially if you're dealing with corporate orders and others giving you large orders, because these people will feel comfortable paying money to a company rather than to an individual. Now let's talk about the most talked about GST. GST is not compulsory till you do a turnover of 40 lakhs in one calendar year. However, that is compulsory if you want to sell on Amazon or Flipkart. Now, once again, GST is a good to have thing if you are dealing with corporates or other companies giving you big orders, because these people will ask you for GST invoices. They are simply comfortable working with you that way. Now, trademark. Again, that is not a must-have thing, but it is always a good to have thing if you want to protect your brand. Because tomorrow, if somebody else copies your name and applies for a trademark, then maybe that name is your brainchild, but it is gone. Right? And also, there are certain added benefits on Amazon when you have a trademark. Now, finally, do I need a factory license to sell from home? When selling from home, you do not need any kind of factory license as such. However, if you take a place, especially a commercial place where you manufacture your candles, then you will definitely need some kind of licenses which differ from different municipalities in the different states. Yeah, so you will have to check with your local authorities or agents. So that was basically it about the basic licenses that you require for your candle business when you're selling your candles from home. You don't need to overwhelm yourself with the requirements. If you're planning to start your business, I would say just go ahead and make that first candle, and you will not know when that one candle turns into your flourishing business. If you have found anything from this video, if you've liked my video, I would be very happy if you show me some love by giving me a like. Also subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon so you do not miss out on any further videos.